Alright, I thought that'd be a funny little joke there, but obviously for this video, we are going to be unboxing one of my favorite wrestlers of the recent era, I would say, and that is going to be Orange Cassidy. If you guys haven't watched AEW, I would say that OC has one of the best entrance themes ever, and that is going to be the song Jane by Jefferson Starship. Great band, great song. So let's get into this unboxing. Nothing I can really say about the packaging, I guess, aside from obviously our man OC on the outside there looking clean as ever. And then on the back here, looking just as clean with his autograph. And the thing that I gotta say that I love the most about Orange Cassidy is maybe not his humbleness, but just the fact that he doesn't really talk too much, doesn't really make a lot of emotion, just kind of gets in there and tries to get the job done. So there we have it, folks. My little introduction of OC, and let's break into this box. So, typical with all of the AEW figures, there are 1, 2, 3 tabs here. I'm going to slowly sink my mossy oak into these little tape tabs, and then we should just be able to unbox it like normal. So let's see if I can maybe get this last one here. Hopefully I don't cut myself in any way. That should be good though. And let's pop all these open. All right, so here we have it. Dig in here, and there we go. Beautiful. Now what we're going to do is just rip them out. Him out of there. There we go. And as Kyle Peterson says, see you later. All right, here we have him out of the packaging, but still in the box, and that looks pretty cool. Yeah. So, so my number one gripe with this figure, before I even take it out of the box, is gonna be the jeans. A huge disappointment for me to find out that he didn't really have like legs, articulable, whatever, right there. I'm gonna have to, when I get out of the box, I'll really kind of see how it functions. But before I even unbox this thing, I have to, or before I get this out of the packaging, I want to say, Jazzwares, AEW, if you're watching this in the future, just give us a fully posable Orange Cassidy. What I mean by that is, here's a Young Bucks figure, for example. You can see how you can move the legs all around and stuff like that. I'm not sure how that's going to work because this is one piece of molded plastic. And the reason it's like that is because his trademark thing is having his hands in his pockets, so they want to make sure that you'll be able to do that with the figure. So I guess that's a trade-off kind of thing. All right. Enough rambling, let's just get him out of here. So he's got 2 hands, we'll pop those out on the black. Let's see, bring those out. And then he's got his, what is it? I think it's his elbow pad. His elbow pad, we'll throw that out on the white. And then obviously the whole figure, anything holding him in at all? Nope, we should just be able to pop him right out. And we can, oh, his sunglasses flew right off there. See you later. All right, so let's keep the sunglasses over here just for a little bit, just before we kind of really get into this. But let's take a look at the figure itself. Okay, so, yeah, not really a big fan of these legs here. They're definitely a little weird. So how this is working is, it's pretty much normal legs kind of through here, but right there where that split is, whatever you want to call it, these have just been like fastened on right there. So you can kind of turn them 360 degrees at the knee. He obviously has the double knee joint. His foot is working pretty well, although it's a little weird, but no, it's working pretty well if I'm being honest. He's got the knee pads going on. This leg works perfectly well, but you can see it kind of like pops out a little bit there, and it's just weird because there is this, it's almost like a plastic kind of sleeve over his legs. So you can move them, you can do really what you want, but you can see down there, it's just a plastic covering over this. So that's really only for the kind of the pockets gimmick for him. But what I'm hoping with is in the future, they just kind of remove this whole thing and maybe just have it so you can have his hands at his side or something like that. So let's take his hand out of there, put it down at the side, and we'll kind of see how all of this works. Now, I'm pretty sure there's not going to be any bleeding or staining because this is a white shirt. Oh, that's okay. So this is one whole thing. His jacket and his shirt is one whole thing. That is beautiful, actually, because my main concern with this was going to be that it was going to be, the jacket was just going to be too much. And, you know, there'd be the t-shirt underneath it, and you wouldn't be able to move his arms and do this and that. But that is totally incorrect because you can actually keep this thing on him the whole time. I'm not going to take it off for the video. There's not really any point to. I know that he takes it off during his matches and stuff, but for the sake of the video, I'm just going to leave the jean jacket on. Man, this thing looks so cool. I love how that is one whole piece. That is super great. And yeah, so he's got obviously the pocket hand, maybe kind of like a waving hand if you could use it with another wrestler, and that goes in there pretty well. It's the same story on the other side if maybe you have a different kind of hand or something you could throw in there. And then obviously he has his, oh, so folks, if he was down here too low, I'm sorry about that. I gotta watch the camera right here, or what is it, right there, and then I gotta kind of focus here too, so my apologies, but let's get him in the shop. So you have that there, and then obviously his kind of like his little thumbs up thing, you got that gimmick right there, a nice little hand for that. It looks pretty cool. I will say though, on the face, he is looking a little weak, like he's got an iron deficiency, or he hasn't like drank water in a couple days. That was, he just looks kind of scary, is what I gotta say. And the lighting on here kind of, or on the camera, lightens his face up a little bit, but in real life, he just looks pale. His eyes are kind of like sunken in, so are his cheeks. He just looks ghoulish, and maybe they could have given him a little bit of a younger look. I know that he's pushing 40 now. He's getting close to 40, but still, they could have made him look a little bit better there. I don't know. I'm assuming that this elbow pad is going to fit on his arm. I don't really need to go through all that. I'm sure you can take the hand off, slide it right up his arm, and it'll land right there on his elbow, like it does in the on television. His other hands here, they just kind of seem to be like grappling hands. There's no really need to kind of throw those on there. Nothing really too different. Although I haven't really seen hands like this aside from Adam Page, because he has the kind of the glass holding hands. So that's kind of interesting. And let's throw his sunglasses on. These sunglasses seem to be a little, not cheaply made, but they're just really thin. So you should definitely be careful with them. Let's throw those on there. I saw somebody was selling this, because this figure totally was like elusive to me for the longest time. And then Target somehow got like the Wave 8 that this came in, and I eventually got it. But I saw somebody on eBay was selling it, and he had the glasses off, but all around his eyes and by his ears, there was super glue standing, which means that they were super gluing these sunglasses onto the figure. And I was like, oh man, that means they're not permanent, but they hold on pretty well. Let me do the shake test. All right, well, I just oh, there they are. I thought that I just totally lost these sunglasses forever. They just fell into the abyss. That was crazy. But yeah, so maybe not too, maybe take these off during play. I mean, obviously he takes them off when he's in the ring and stuff, so that kind of makes sense, but still. They could have held on there maybe a little bit better. Who knows? But yeah, folks, that's really all I have to say about this figure. The one thing that I am excited for is they did announce an upcoming Orange Cassidy figure, and it's kind of confusing. I feel like maybe two of the most popular wrestlers in AEW would be Orange Cassidy and Jon Moxley. And we see Jon Moxley pretty frequently, but we've only had two Orange Cassidy, so I'm not sure why they're not pumping out these kind of hallmarks of the show. But hopefully, with the next variation of Orange Cassidy, we get different kinds of pants, different kinds of pockets, and hopefully he comes with a backpack that he can carry his title belt around in, because that would be epic. A little backpack you can unzip and have the title in there. If you guys know, he always brings that out into the ring with him on screen. So, all right, nothing really much more I can say about this, although the final comment I can say is this is definitely a lot better than I thought it was going to be. There's a lot more kind of articulation and posability than I thought, but this whole leg system just really isn't working for me. Probably ain't working for a lot of other people too. So, folks, that's all I have for this video. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. You can see my nice little feetsies probably, but maybe we can actually salvage this video. There we go. All right, so we took a little tumble there with OC, but folks, that is going to be the end of this review. I don't want to well, maybe I can edit this out. Who knows? Maybe I'll try to edit this one out. But folks, just took a big tumble there. I think that we're all okay, but that's all I have for this review. Let me lean him up there a little bit better. And yeah, I'm not going to waste any more of your guys' time. My name is Navigator. Have a nice day. Take care.